Hello, welcome to Jason's Time Capsule. I'm your host Jason. This is another edition of Time Capsule tutorials. I'm going to show you another recipe, concoction if you will, something that I find that's very tasty. You basically just have sloppy joes, meat, and sauce. You make homemade, do with can. Velveeta cheese, you make a sauce out of it, and hash browns, kind of like McDonald's style hash browns from like Walmart or wherever else you could find them. But I'll show you like how I make them, and then you just pour them on there, kind of like almost like animal fries or something like that. But I'll be right back with the ingredients. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that this concoction that I'm getting ready to make is what my wife thought of. You know, kind of like just thought, hey, that would taste good together. I couldn't remember if it was me or her or something she saw on YouTube originally, but it's kind of like her little idea. So you'll get to see it here in a second. Alright, so you gather your ingredients together. Sorry, I shake a lot. I'm holding the camera with my hand. My wife always makes fun of me. But we use Manwich Original Sloppy Joe sauce. You could use whatever brand you prefer. That really doesn't matter. We just prefer Manwich. Pounded ground beef, which we just use Walmart brand. You could probably use lean or whatever, or even substitute turkey sausage or turkey like ground up if you wish. We use like Walmart style, or not Walmart, McDonald's style hash browns, and we just get the Great Value brand. This is going to feed a family of 4, so we normally, 1 can of this, 1 can of this, or 1 pound of that, and 2 packages of these, or a longer package would work. 1 pound of Velveeta, and milk. Just you use, skim milk, whatever kind of milk. To make your cheese sauce, it's just obviously not the whole gallon. It's going to be what we need to make it saucy. Just kind of like go by visual. I'll show you what it looks like when we do it. Okay, so I just followed directions on the oven. I got the oven preheating to 425. Single layer, whatever, doesn't matter exactly. And then I'll check these like at the halfway mark, like 22 to 24 minutes. I normally I'll flip them, like that way they get golden brown on both sides. So, and I put them on the middle shelf. That's where I like to stick them so they get evenly cooked. I got those ready, and I'll show you the next step. Alright, so I skipped this step because it's kind of hard for me to cut open the package. Obviously, you open your hamburger, throw it in a pan, in a skillet, whatever you got, turn it on. About medium heat is why I like to brown my hamburger. You want to get it fully brown, fully cooked. Then you're going to strain it when it's done. So I'll show you what my hamburger looks like when I get it done. And then after that, we'll obviously add our Manwich. Alright, so while my hash browns are going and my hamburger is browning, I went ahead, and what I do with my Velveeta, I don't just throw a big old chunk in there. I slice it up into cubes. So I got it already sliced up. I'm going to plop it in the pan. I'll show you about how much milk I do to get the right consistency. It's more of a visual thing. It just depends on how it looks. Alright, so I got my little cubes in there, and what I do is I kind of add a little bit of milk. Got the burner going. Looks like something underneath the burner was already on it. Some smoke's coming up. Or on the pan. Interesting. Kind of add. I start with that much. I'll let you know if I added more. Stir it up. Get it melting. And my hamburger starting to brown. Just keep an eye on it, obviously. Keep on stirring, and hash browns are in the oven. Alright, so this is about 5 minutes in. It's starting to melt. By the way, I start off at 6 on my stove. These are electric stoves. And then I lower the temperature down once it starts to melt a little bit better. And then if the Manwich stuff isn't done or the hash browns aren't done, I'll put it on simmer, or low or simmer. That way it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And that way it doesn't also start to get hard, because Velveeta sauce, cheese sauce, will start to get like a skim layer on top of it. Then my hamburger's coming along quite well. There's a few pink spots in it. And we'll check back in when it gets a little bit further done. Alrighty, my cheese sauce is done. You can see some little brown spots in it, not too many. I had to turn down the temperature to 3 or 4 to finish stirring it. It is a good consistency. I did not add any more milk to it. So as you can see, it's, I could get my ladle unstuck. One-handed is kind of hard. But anyways, you can see it's going to look kind of like this. Where it's, you know, that's just like crispy cheese pieces. Those other little were starting to stick on the bottom. It's not too many, but I was tending to the hamburger and that happened. Okay. And then the hamburger's done. So I'm going to strain it, and then I'll be right back, and I'll return it back to the same pan and then add the manwich. Alright, so I returned my hamburger to the pan, and obviously use a can opener to open your manwich or sauce, or make your homemade sauce. Just pour it in. And then follow directions on the can. Usually you return it to heat or put it on low, let it simmer, is normally what it says. This one says cook the pound of meat. Add your manwich sauce. It doesn't even say to strain it. It has to be called chef. So basically I just bring it back up to heat, make sure that sauce is warm is all I do, stir it back in. We'll check on the hash browns here in a minute. Okay, we're at about the 11-minute mark. So we got the hash browns look like this after I flip them. That's how I like them. I'm going to put them back in for another 11 minutes and we'll check on them. Just tending to my cheese sauce so it doesn't stick to the bottom. About, once every couple minutes I stir it. I have it on low. Same with the manwich. Sorry, there's like a shadow. But anyways, same with the manwich. It's at temp. I've since turned it from 3 to low. About the 11-minute mark with the hash browns were in there. Alright, so we got the hash browns out. I'll flip them over, make sure they're done on the other side. Yep. Nice and crispy. That's how I like them. If you don't like them like that done, you can do a little bit less. But also, that way they don't get soggy when you add the manwich to them, the sloppy Joe mix, and the cheese on top. So they kind of hold up and they're not just become mush. But I'll show you everything when it's plated. Alright, so I got it kind of plated. It's kind of sloppy, but sloppy's good. Just pour on however much you want. Like I said, if it's nice and brown and toasty, it'll hold up for the sloppy Joe mixture and the cheese sauce. And I got a bite ready there for you guys to let you know. Okay, so like I said, there we go. Perfect. The right mixture of cheese, meat, sauce, crunchy, and potato goodness. So, if you guys try this, you let me know it in the comments. If you add anything to it, deleted, spiced it up, kicked it up, just let me know, and I might try it myself. Alright, have a good day, and take care.